Hey guys, we are starting Yarrow today. I am starting Yarrow today, and I'm gonna start a variety called Summer Pastels with you on this video, but I also have Cerise Queen, I have a Colorado Mix, and I have Summer Berries. So these are just all mixes of different colors that I like. Something I didn't know about Yarrow is that it is a perennial, at least in my zone 6. And if you look at the back, it says it's a perennial down to zone 2 to 9. So I have left mine in the ground from last year, and hopefully they'll come back. Last year was my first year growing, so I didn't grow too many Yarrow. I really loved it though, so I'm gonna try to add to that collection this year, and hopefully one day just have a whole bed of Yarrow that I can harvest off of. So Yarrow is kind of a temperamental plant. It has to be picked at just the right stage. It doesn't, for me at least, doesn't germinate well. So I'm going to multi-seed these. And because it's a perennial, I don't have to worry about succession planting. So last year I got my first Yarrow probably midsummer. And then that continued until the first frost. And then I just let it die back on its own. I don't know if it spreads or if it multiplies in the ground. I guess we'll see this year. But like I said, I only grew maybe 20 plants, so I'm going to add to that. When you're harvesting Yarrow, you have to harvest when all of the florets on the stem are open. If they aren't, the stems will flop and they won't recover. So they're similar to Queen Anne's lace and things like that. Yarrow also comes in an umbel, and once all the florets are open, you just cut it all the way down to the ground. Careful not to snip off any of the leaves. It kind of grows a fern leaf-like low-lying leaf on the ground, and then the stem shoots out from the middle. So just be careful. You don't want to, I mean, if you lose a leaf or two, it's not going to kill anything, but try to leave the leaves on when you're harvesting. And then the other thing about Yarrow is that they are dirty. So you could use one of those tablets, I think it's called like a CBV or something like that, or you can just change your water out frequently. And then you also want to give them a good hydrator when you're harvesting, or you can split the stems down at the bottom so they can just take up that water more easily. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to sow these today, similar to the way that we sow all of our seeds pretty much. I have a larger tray that I'm using today because I noticed last year they got really big. I had to pot them up before they went out. So I just kind of wanted to save myself a step and just plant them into larger cells. So like I said, this is Summer Pastels. You need light to germinate, so we don't want to cover them with too much vermiculite, but we are going to cover them with vermiculite. And it comes in one of these pouches like this. And the seeds are a decent size, so you'll be able to see them when they fall out. Maybe not on camera, but when you do this at home, you'll be able to see them. The thing I like about Yarrow is that you can cut off of it all year. Well, most of the season. And I love anything that's a perennial that you don't have to replant every year. Is a bonus in my book. I'm going to put the humidity dome on top, sprinkle just a little bit of vermiculite over these, and set them on the light rack that I have behind me because they do need light to germinate.